So I'm about to share y'all a very profound parable that Jesus spoke in. And it starts off with Matthew 13:1. It's called the parable of the sower. So that day, Jesus went out to the house and sat beside the sea. He went out of the house and sat beside the sea. And great crowds gathered about him, so that he got into a boat and sat down. And the whole crowd stood on the beach. And he told them many things in parables, saying, A sower went out to sow. And as he sowed, some seeds fell along the path, and the birds came and devoured them. Other seeds fell on rocky ground, where they did not have much soil, and immediately they sprung up, since they had no depth of the soil. When the sun rose, they were scorched. Other seeds fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked them out. Other seeds fell on good soil and produced grains, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. He who has ears, let him hear. That's what Jesus says. So let's move over to verse 18, where it explains the parable. So it goes on to explain that, hear then the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, this is the word. The evil one comes and snatches away what has been sown in his heart. So that seed of the word, when it drops onto you, or you read it, or you hear it from the pastor's lips, and you just don't grasp it, or you choose not to follow it, the evil one comes and takes you away. That's the evil one. You got to pray for understanding and comprehension, so that something like that would not happen. You also have to meditate on the word. So as for what was sown on rocky ground, this is the one who hears the word and immediately receives it with joy. Yet he has no root in himself, but endures for a while. And when tribulation or persecution arises on account of the word, immediately he falls away. So basically, when you read the Bible and you say, and you get wisdom from the Bible or the word, and or you figure out something is a sin, and you choose not to turn away from that sin or follow that wisdom, it's because you don't have the root in you yet. You don't have that structure in you. And so when you go through that sin and you start feeling that conviction that God places in you, or you feel you get the repercussions from not using that wisdom, you fall away from the word. You fall away from him, because that root, you ain't got that strength in you yet. You ain't prayed for that strength. And so immediately you fall away, because your foundation is on uneven ground. And so, and for what was sown among thorns, this is the one, okay, we read that one. On verse 23 it says, as for what was sown on good soil, this is the one who hears the word and understands it. He indeed bears fruit and yields, in one case 100-fold, in another 60, and in another 30. So what was sown on good soil, so this is basically saying, when you hear that word and you have that good foundation and you grasp it and you understand it and you have that good root in you, that means you will abide by it, and you will turn away from that sin when you do sin. And then not only that, you will start producing fruit. Not only do you have that good root, but it is sprouting. You are sprouting. You are now producing that fruit because you have fell down 7 times, and righteously you get up 7, and that 8th. So you start produce that fruit, and not only that, you can turn other people with your fruit. You're not going to turn them with your works, but you're going to turn them with the fruit of your works. And this is part of that. So you might bring 60 people in the church, 100, or even 30, and you might have and on top of that, you might know 30 things of wisdom from Psalm. You might contract that, and those will become your fruit. You might know better how to become a great woman from Proverbs 31. You know what I'm saying? Or Ecclesiastes. You might not know how to be a better man because you read that word, and you want to you prayed on it, and you turned towards God for that guidance, and you rely on him with the shield that he provides you. So that's what that means. So yeah, y'all have a beautiful day.